Hey guys, it's Blaze. Welcome back to another video. All the images in my thumbnail, by the way, are not mine. They're other people's. I just used them and edited them. And if this creepypasta story sounds like somebody else's or some parts kind of similar, we might have came up with the same thing, or I might have got inspired a little. And this is a new series of mine, and enjoy. I'm Brandon. I'm 15 years old. This started as a normal day, playing some Pokemon on my Game Boy, until my dad burst into my room, saying, "Come on, son, let's go. There's a garage sale next door." So I went to my neighbor Phil's house. Oops. And I saw no Pokemon games. So I was mad. So my dad agreed to go to our other neighbor's house, Sandy's. Sandy didn't even have a Pokemon game either. I was mad. We traveled around the entire neighborhood. Then we went to Josh's house. Yes. Have you ever heard of that kid that's very annoying in your class? Well, I was in 3rd grade when this happened. And Josh was the most annoying kid. I really didn't want to go to his house. But it was my only hope to find a Pokemon game. So once I arrived at his house, I look around and I found one. But it's all messed up. It's all gray and messed up. I asked Josh's dad, "Sir, what is wrong with this?" And he says, "Oh, I think my uncle gave it to Josh's little brother yesterday at his birthday. He didn't want it anymore. And so he didn't want it. He was crying that it was horrible. So I'm selling it." He told me that. And I asked him, "Does your uncle have kids?" And he said, "Yeah, they probably messed it up." And then I said, "Is it gonna be okay? Is it gonna function properly?" "Yeah, it functioned properly for my son yesterday, but for some reason he was scared of it." Alright. I didn't care. It was only $15, low price. I bought it. So, once we got home, I whacked out my Game Boy and started playing. Everything was normal. And the loading screen said, "Pokemon D." And I was like, okay, never heard of a Pokemon D. So, I start playing the game like usual. I picked Charmander, my favorite. But then there's this random long, tall, pale, black hair, ripped jeans, black ripped jacket. His name was Asphalt. And I had no idea who he was. I knew every Pokemon character except this one. And the only thing he said was Pokemon dead. This started to freak me out. Once I went up to him. So I left him. So I was in the middle of battling one other Pokemon. And once I finished, and I saw Asphalt, he walked up to me and said, "Pokemon dead." And this was starting to freak me out. And then I decided to go up to him and see what will happen. But it wouldn't let me. It was like he was never really a part of the game. It was like he was really never there. And then I was in the training gym, fighting other Pokemon, until he randomly appeared and said, "Pokemon dead." All in caps. Angry. Very angry. And I was starting to get freaked out. But I continued playing anyways. Thinking it might just be a hack and I should ignore him trying to scare me. I was thinking it might be my big brother, Johnny. Because he always does these pranks where he always hacks my games and pretends to scare me. So I continued playing anyways. And then Charmander starts following me. He just lies there, not getting up. And I find that strange. I see all the Pokemon stopped. The towns were deserted. Nobody alive. I saw a human, but he wouldn't get up either. Nobody was there. The towns were empty. Deserted. I was thinking it was just my brother Johnny going too far on this one. But then the only person I see is Asphalt saying, Pokemon dead. They all dead. And then I started to really freak out. I screamed, Dad, Dad. I started crying. He came up here. I showed him the game. Everything was normal. Everybody was happy. All the Pokemon were alive. And he said, okay. Everything's normal. And I just dropped the game console in confusion. He left my room. I continued playing. Asphalt was there saying, Pokemon dead. And I started ignoring him. It was probably Johnny. He probably saw Dad coming upstairs. But then I saw Asphalt and he said this instead. Instead of saying Pokemon dead, he said, are you trying to expose me? Are you trying to ruin me? And then I realized it might be Johnny, but it wasn't. I went to Johnny's room. He was sleeping still. Because it was like 9 in the morning, and he's a heavy sleeper. He wakes up at 11. So then I realized, am I getting hacked or something? Or are my parents pulling a prank on me? And then he says, you will destroy Pokemon. But it is too late. I have destroyed it for you. You tried to expose us. Yes, oh yes, many kids have played this game, trying to expose it to their parents. But we are feared of the corruption, because Pokemon is dead. Everywhere. And now, you soon will be. And this is very scary for the 9-year-old me. So I take out the game and smash it on the floor, destroying it. That night, I hear my Game Boy start up, the Game Boy music, and I look over in shock. And my file was corrupted on Pokemon D. Then I realized, Pokemon D, and Pokemon dead. My file was corrupted, and all my games were deleted. And the only thing left was Asphalt walking around on my home screen, saying, Pokemon dead. And then my Game Boy shut down and wouldn't start up again. And it never did. I complained to my dad about it. He never believed me. He had to buy me a new Game Boy. After that, I stopped loving Pokemon. I actually played less games. And if I did get a game, it would be occasional. And make sure it was legit. I wouldn't buy it off a garage sale or non-legit GameStop or Toys R Us, as I was scared it would be Pokemon D. And then I learned my lesson. I will never, ever play another Pokemon game with a D scribbled on it again. Now I'm 15. I'm still living in the same house. I don't use a Game Boy anymore. I use a 3DS now. But then, I look back. My neighbor Phil's uncle. Then I realize right now. He's starting to realize that probably my neighbor Phil's brother did this to the game. What kind of sick psycho would do this to a Pokemon game? I'm just in shock right now. Right now, I think I might stop playing Pokemon for a little while. Well, guys, don't watch this before you go to sleep. By the way, I forgot to tell you that. So, wasn't that a scary video? It wasn't like that violent. The original version, guys. Okay, this one didn't have any blood. This one just stated that the Pokemon weren't getting up, which meant they died randomly. This one didn't have any blood or anything. This one wasn't that scary. It was some scary, but not that scary. Because the original, it was going to be very graphic. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and bye, guys.